Fine. So good evening, girls. Thank you so much for jumping on the call tonight. I am, as most of you know, Corey Mayo, your founder and CEO of Team Living Healthy and Fit. I'm super excited to share some stuff with you guys tonight. Like I said, in our group, we're going to talk about some pointers that you can take that I have learned through using social media, mainly Facebook, but it's going to also be something that you can use on other platforms as well. So we're going to go over that. Katie offered up her Facebook profile page so that we can kind of go through it and just kind of critique it a little bit and maybe give her some pointers so that you guys can also see some things that we can improve and some things to kind of look for when you're going over your newsfeed and looking at what other people are seeing so that you can most benefit from the posts you're making. You get good engagement from the people that are seeing your posts and really truly represent the brand that you want to be to your customers and to your family and friends. Okay, so I'm going to go to a screen share and we're going to do a couple announcements and a couple things first. I'd like to go over a couple things with you girls, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, if you haven't already, I will ask that you please mute yourself so that there isn't a lot of background. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm getting some feedback. Okay. Well, now I can't find it. Where'd it go? There it is. I'm just muting a couple of people, girls. Just give me a second. Okay. Can everybody see this okay? Can you see my screen share? Katie, you're the only face I can see, so can you see the screen share? Good, okay. Now I can get rid of that. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna be talking about engaging posts on Facebook. Like I said, it can go across the board to all your platforms, but mostly Facebook, okay? So tonight we have our Success Club leaders. Chelsea Heinlein is at Success Club 2. We have myself at Success Club 2 and Sarah Oberhaus at Success Club 2. And Sarah is one of our newest coaches. She enrolled her husband over the weekend, so that's really exciting that she's halfway to Emerald. And a big shout out to Katie because she signed her first coach just a couple days before the end of the year, and she brought her brother on board and is helping him to get healthier and start leading a healthier life for 2016, and he came on board as a coach as well. So we have two girls that are very close to reaching their first rank advancement very quickly after signing on. So that's super exciting, girls. I am so proud of you. That's not only going to give you the confidence to keep moving forward and grow your business, it's helping you to build a solid foundation, and it's going to give you that momentum to keep going and sharing the business opportunity with other people so that your team can continue to grow. So great job. I'm very excited for you girls. My next announcement is Super Saturday is this weekend. So I sure as heck hope, I know that a few of you on the call are going to be at the Toledo Super Saturday. There are still tickets available if you are not yet booked for Super Saturday. I cannot stress enough to you guys how important it is to get yourself to these live events. They don't take that much of your time. They're super important to you for growing your business, getting yourself involved in the community, learning from some of the top coaches in the industry. We get to hear at the Toledo Super Saturday, we get to hear from Janelle Summers, who is by far the leading earner. She's not the top coach, but she is the leading earner through Beachbody. I know that her income a few years ago, so I'm sure it's increased significantly since then, but 3 or 4 years ago, her income was $40,000 a week. So obviously we want to learn from her, right? Like we want to know what her secret is, like what she does to be so successful and to get her coaches to be so successful. So we get to hear from her on Saturday. We get to hear from Meg Wazinski, who is a $1 million earner. She's a 15-star diamond coach. amazing, amazing success there. And Corey Miller as well. And Corey Miller, I'm not sure how many stars she is. I believe she's a 7-star or 8-star diamond. She's also a $1 million earner and very successful in her business. So these are the people that you get to be like bump shoulders with and be one-on-one with and learn from and figure out what their secrets were and what their aha moments were and all those amazing things. Not only that, but you get to be with the community of people and just really get a sense of what we're trying to do, what our objective is as Beachbody coaches. So super awesome to get to those. I think since being a coach for almost 4 years, it'll be 4 years in May, I've missed one Super Saturday event. One. So there's no excuse. You guys got to get there. If you want this to be something that inspires you to keep accountable for yourself, if you want this something that you can pay forward and help other people, or if you want this to be a full-time income, you have got to make these a priority, okay? So if you haven't yet, I did make a post yesterday about sharing with us which Super Saturday event you're going to. I know that there's, I think, 13 of us going to the Toledo event. So I'm really excited for that and for everybody to meet face to face. That's really exciting. Next is our announcements. So a few things in case you haven't checked your online office lately and you've been hiding underneath a rock or you missed the surge. Okay, so the Cafe Latte will be released on January 11th. So that's Monday the 11th. The challenge pack specials this month are the hammer and chisel. I don't know why that's an M. It should be an H. I apologize for that typo. So the Masters hammer and chisel with Shakeology or the performance stack for $160. It's normally $180. You can also get the 21-day fix or the 21-day fix extreme for $140 instead of $160 this month. The 3-day refresh is $140 this month. And if you do the 21-day fix or the 21-day fix extreme Kickstarter, so for maybe some of you newer coaches, the Kickstarter is the 21-day fix program packaged with Shakeology, just like a challenge pack, but then it also includes the 3-day refresh for 3 days. So you're kickstarting your weight loss before you dive into the program. So that is on sale for $180 this month, okay? The 365 Shakeology recognition starts in February. So basically what this means is once you have had, or a client, anybody, once you have ordered Shakeology for 12 months in a row, you've gotten at least one bag every single month for 12 months in a row, you're going to get a personalized custom shaker cup and a gold scoop in this really pretty little box. If you were on the surge the other night, you would have seen what they were talking about. It's really pretty cool that it's just an attribute that you're taking steps every day for a healthier, happier you. So that's something that they're doing free of charge, and they're just automatically rolling it out to people who have had one bag of Shakeology every month for 12 months. And then the Success Club trip. If you missed the surge and you did not see, we are going to the Hard Rock Punta Cana resort in the Dominican Republic. So I don't know about you girls, but to go somewhere warm and lay on the beach and just have an amazing time in this all-inclusive resort, I'm totally for that. So there's a couple different room selections. I did post the link for that in our group as well, so you can check that out. You can look at registration information. You can look at all the pricing information. For a standard room, it is $1,200. And that includes, that's your all-inclusive trip with a $300 deposit. So it's $300 plus the $1,200, which equals $1,500. But the cool thing about this is that throughout the year, as you earn Success Club points every single month, you get money towards your Success Club trip. So for example, last year, I didn't get on the cruise wait list soon enough, and I'm still like number 9,000 on the wait list for the cruise this year. It's crazy. But had I been going on the cruise, it would have been paid for in full because of the Success Club points I had earned. I have like $1,800 or something crazy in Success Club dollars. So that trip will be paid for in full. So if you are working hard, you're helping at least 3 people a month, you're earning Success Club, you are eligible to go on this trip, and it could very well be free for you. So definitely something to put on your goal list and to check that out and check out that link and see what that's all about, okay? as far as Coach Basics group, so I wanted to go over, I had posted about this as well, but I wanted to go over this with you girls that I originally was working my tail off on watching all these different coaches coaching basic groups and how they run their groups, and trying to compile it all for our team to have our own private group. And Kelly has just rolled out her coaching basics through her website that she paid the same person that does Melanie Mitro's, that, you know, like designed her site, and how all the portals unlock as you go along. This is also the way that Meg Klosowski is doing with her team now, and it seems to be the new way. Like Coach Basics is probably fading out as far as Facebook groups, and a lot of the top coaches are going to this like you move through it at your pace, self-paced coaching basics. So basically what happens is you enroll, you pick me as your coach because Kelly is not your upline, I am your upline, or you know, Chelsea's your upline, or Karina, or whoever happens to be your upline. You choose your coach, and then that coach is going to get emails sent to them when you finish a portal. So basically you can move as fast as you want, or you can move as slow and steady as you want as well. But getting through these trainings is going to be really important for you to help grow your business. It's going to go over Success Club, how you earn Success Club, things, how to go over things in your back office. All those little things that you maybe are asking a lot of questions or feeling really unsure about, that's what the coaching basics is for. So I feel that is very vital to you in learning the business and not feeling so scattered. Like they didn't have this when I started. They didn't have Coach Basics in our online office either. And it just leaves you feeling really overwhelmed. So making sure that you dive into that is going to be really important for you. Our push for Emerald and Diamond groups, I'm really excited about these. So far, our Emerald group is going really pretty well. We have our first push this week. So how that's going to work is we are going to do an Emerald push group the first Monday and the third Monday of every month, and it'll be a push Monday through Sunday for 7 days. So basically you're buckling down and pushing yourself to really pay attention to the 3 vital behaviors, as well as the action items that don't take that long in the group, but some action items to help you grow your business and to step outside of that comfort zone a little bit. The Diamond group is going to be on the second Monday of every month, and again, that will be 7 days, and it'll be Monday through Sunday. I am working on that right now. I'm trying to get some videos that aren't listed on YouTube, and I'm trying to work with some of the top coaches like Erin Mullins, Trey Bear, there was one other girl, Angie Bellamere. Some really good videos that they had shared in a group I had participated in the past. So we're working on getting that up and rolling, and I will have that ready for this coming Monday. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited that we have these, after your feedback, we have these small, close-knit groups because it's just us. All the files are right in the files tab, so you can do a self-paced as well. Like if you're feeling like you have more time on the first couple days, you can knock out a couple of the days. You don't have to do day 1, day 2, day 3 as we go. If you are feeling gung-ho and you want to get them done, you can push through each exercise at your own pace. And if you miss a day, then you can go back and follow up. But having the 7-day pushes, I feel like you girls were sharing with me that keeping something that was a little bit shorter, more focused, and kind of to the point type of a thing, so that the groups don't get drawn out and you don't get lost in the shuffle. So that's what we're going to try for now. We'll see how it works. They do take a lot of my time, and it takes a lot of time to get the group set up, to find the valid information that I feel is important or the best information available to us. So I do appreciate when you do participate in the group and you are using the materials that I'm providing for you. I have no problem with spending this extra time that I've been doing lately to make these trainings for you girls, because I absolutely want you to have all this at your disposal and be able to grow your business as quickly as possible. But if you are having, if you're having a hard time, let me know, because the worst thing for me is when I spend all this time and then it's crickets or nobody posts or whatever. If you're having a hard time, if something comes up, like Donna was just in the hospital, like if something comes up, just let me know so that I don't feel like, or it seems like nobody's participating in the group. Okay. So I will do as much as I can to help you girls. If you can reciprocate that effort and just let me know and participate in the groups. And if something comes up, let me know on that end as well. Okay. And then plans for the coaching sneak peek. So I'm going to open this back up for a second so that I can see you girls. And I'm going to stop my screen share because we're going to have a quick little discussion here. Well, I can't see, I can only see 2 of you. Okay, so maybe I can make a post in the group afterwards, but here's my thoughts. So we were doing the 5-day coaching sneak peek, which I had created a couple months ago. And at first it was going really, really good. We had a lot of interaction and people were excited about it. They were posting their whys. They were telling us what they wanted out of it, which was amazing. But like a lot of the top coaches I've been talking with have experienced, the last time and maybe even the time before that, the coaching sneak peek has kind of been a dud. Like it's just really quiet. They're not engaging in the videos. And let's be honest, like the videos aren't very long, but if they don't see value in this yet, they're not going to take that 10 minutes or whatever it is to make sure that they watch those videos, especially if they're a busy person to begin with. So I'm looking at shifting the way that we do that a little bit. When I spoke with Meg, she said that she did a 5-day sneak peek, and then she shortened it to 3 days, and then she shortened it to 1, and she just has kind of gone through all these things because people are so fast-paced that they don't want to wait 5 days for all the information or to make a decision, which makes totally perfect sense. So I'm perfectly fine with morphing and trying to keep along speed and see what works best. There's 2 options that I have on the table right now that we can try. One is Meg's format that she's been using with some great success. And basically what she's doing is she is setting up an event on Facebook like we do for our challenge groups for a certain day of the week. And she invites, and her coaches invite to this event. And for 1 hour when that event takes place, they are posting a video or some information about the coaching opportunity like every 10 minutes for just 1 hour. So it takes 1 hour out of people's time. I don't know if you girls have ever participated in like a Useborn or however you pronounce that, like event where they just post every few minutes about a new book or like why you should read to your children, blah, blah, blah. And then you can order at the end. So it would be kind of like that. Like you would have an event, it lasts an hour, let's say at 8:30, you make your first post and then you give them the opportunity to watch that video, maybe ask questions. Then you post another video, you give them an opportunity to watch it and ask questions, so on and so forth until you get all the information essentially that's in the 5-day coaching sneak peek, but it's condensed down into 1 hour. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is for me to start hosting live webinars like Kelly does, where she has a slideshow presentation, much like I make for our team calls. And I sit down and I run a live webinar and go through the slides just like it essentially is, again, the same information that we're doing on the 5-day coaching sneak peek, but condensed down into a live call for 30, 40 minutes. So those are the 2 options. I am totally for doing both. Whatever we think that we want to try, or if we want to try one for a little bit and see how it works, I'm fine with that too. I just wanted to kind of get your guys' feedback on what you feel would work best, because this is a team effort and I want you guys to all be on board. If I can put my 2 cents in, I think that Meg's idea is great, but part of me says that doing it the way that Kelly does, because I think there's a whole nother connection when you're on a live call with somebody. I think that when you're seeing somebody talking real life and it's not a recorded video or you're having to ask questions there, if somebody, like I'm talking to you right now, it's live, and at the end, if you have questions, there can be a quick Q&A at the end of the webinars. And I just think that there's a different level of connection there. That might just be me personally, but think it over, and then I'll make a post tonight or tomorrow, and you guys can kind of let me know what your thoughts are and if you agree with that or if you would like to try the other format. or if you are interested in stepping up and maybe trying that hour event on your own. I know it's kind of scary, but it's, you know, it's just something to step out of that comfort zone and to do something bigger. So if somebody wanted to try and do that, I have the template for it. I just haven't created the videos for that yet. So that's absolutely something we could talk about too. Okay. I don't want to hold anybody back. If anybody's feeling like, woo, gun ho, let's do it. And you know, you want to make your own event or whatever, that's fine too. So I'm going to go back to my screen share here and we're going to get into, I have just one more, I think just one more slide. I know I'm getting a little winded and I apologize. I'm just excited because it's a new year and we have all kinds of things that we can get started. It's a whole fresh new start. Okay, so on the surge, they announced that they're now going to be doing energize and recharge, like 10 packets of 10, like they used to do with like, rest and recover and E&E. So here is my offer to you girls. So you would have to be enrolled by January 31st, 2016 to qualify. But for every time that you reach the Success Club 5, you will get a 1 raffle entry. If you reach Success Club 10 this month, you will get 2. If you reach Success Club 15, you will get 3 raffle entries. And if you reach Success Club 20, you will get 4. So basically, I'm going to be raffling off Energize and Recharge sample packets as soon as those are available, and maybe even a little something else for you girls. But basically, what you can see in correspondence with the number, how many raffle entries you will get for that. So I'm excited to offer that. And remember that this month for January, for that Success Club trip that we were talking about in January, or I'm sorry, in 2017 for Punta Cana, you earn double the points, double the dollars. So like right now, if you earn 5 Success Club points, you get $5 for every point. So that's $25. If you get 5 Success Club points, you would earn $50 towards your trip this week, or I'm sorry, this month. I can't talk. This month. So it's a prime opportunity for you to really gain momentum in your business, in your growth, and to earn those Success Club trip dollars so that you can pay for that trip in full, okay? And because it is a new year, I do just want to briefly go over goal setting and making 2016 your best year ever. So write down your wildest dreams. What do you want out of life? Like, where do you see your life going? What is the biggest things that you want to accomplish? Do you want to have freedom of your time? Do you want to have financial freedom? Do you want to travel with your children? Do you want to be able to just pick up and go to Disney or go to the beach or go to Hawaii or whatever it is for you, whatever that looks like for you? What does that mean? What do you want that to be? And write it down. And then I want you to break down what you can do over this next year. What are some realistic, attainable goals that you can work towards in 2016 to get you one step closer to those wildest dreams? Because let's be honest, those dreams aren't going to happen overnight. Dreams are goals that are usually going to take you 5 to 7 years to accomplish, right? There's something that's going to take longer to accomplish. But what are the goals that you can write down on paper right now and accomplish this year, throughout the year, to help get you closer to those goals? And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to, again, write it down and break down the year into months. So what do you need to do on a monthly basis to reach those goals for this year, which are going to get you closer to your dreams? So for example, if you write down you will be, and I strongly encourage when you write out your goals, I don't say I want, say I will be, or I am whatever. I am at my goal weight. I will be diamond by May 1st, 2016. Whatever it is, always I will and I am, okay? So if you want to be diamond, or you will be diamond by May 1st, what does that look like? How many coaches do you need to enroll, and how many of your downline coaches need to enroll coaches? And break that down over the next 4 months, because really you have 4 months if you're talking May 1st. How many coaches do you need to enroll each month, okay? So if you need to enroll 5 new coaches, then that means you need to be talking and sharing the coaching opportunity with at least 50 people. The average closing rate is 10% when you're a new coach. So if you talk to 10 people, you will enroll one. As you get a little bit more confident and you feel more comfortable with sharing the coaching opportunity, that usually increases to 20%. But those give you an idea of what you need to really do. Like just saying you want to be diamond or that you will be diamond isn't good enough, you guys. We have to break down what we have to actually do to make that happen. Okay? So breaking your dreams down into small attainable goals over the course of time is what's going to get you there. It will not happen overnight, but you will have to take steps to make it happen. And lastly, write it down. Writing it down makes it real. Writing it down makes it a goal. Just thinking about it isn't going to make it happen. Put in your calendar on your phone with an alarm or a reminder that if you're going to be diamond on May 1st, you get a reminder in a couple weeks. You get another reminder in a couple weeks, another reminder in a couple weeks, and then a reminder a couple days before. So that way you're constantly reminding yourself what you're working for. So with that said, I'm going to go over here to Facebook. And I'm going to close that out. And we are going to go, so I'm going to go over just a couple things on my Facebook here quickly, just to kind of give you an idea. My Facebook is by no means perfect. I am constantly changing it and tweaking it to try and improve it and see what's working, what people are engaging with, that sort of thing. And I encourage you to do the same, because until you play around with it, you're not going to really know. So you will notice that I have two very clear pictures for my cover photo and for my profile picture, okay? Your profile picture should absolutely be a selfie or a headshot of you, and it should be clear and good lighting, because if you're talking about people who are looking to find you, especially if you're using more than one platform, like you're using Instagram, you're using Twitter, whatever, you're using Pinterest, you want to be recognizable on all your platforms and for them to see your pretty, beautiful smile, okay? So that's number one. Number two, I just happened to change this because of the holidays. Normally this has like my entire family, but you want, do your cover photo, it doesn't necessarily have to be your kids or your pets. It's what's important to you, okay? It doesn't need, it can be a positive quote, I guess. But it doesn't need to necessarily be health and fitness. It's something that you love about your life. It's something that is you, that's sharing a piece of you, okay? And again, good lighting and a decent photo. I know I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am not a fan of collages. I just am not. They're not aesthetically pleasing when you're scrolling through your Facebook. And we have to really be creative and remember what's going to make people stop in their tracks, okay? So we'll scroll down here a little bit. This is not the prettiest picture, I'm going to tell you right now, because this sauce on here, even though it tasted amazing, it doesn't have any color. There really is no color to this. I did the best that I could with the lighting that I had. And, you know, it's a clean picture, but it's not totally eye-catching, right? So something that I have done, because this time of year sucks for lighting and taking pictures of dinner, especially because it's so dark so early, is we have little puck lights that are underneath our cupboards, and you can actually buy them, and like we have several of them underneath our cupboards now, but you can actually buy them in like 2-packs, and they're LED lighting, and that's sitting right underneath one of those puck lights so that it's giving off good light and you don't have like that reflection or that shadow cast from the lighting, from like your overhead lighting in your kitchen, okay? We'll scroll down here a little bit more. Just us being silly. So I don't always get a lot of engagement on this photo at this time of the day, because Facebook is really dead this time of the day. It's at like 5, 6 o'clock when we're getting done with our workout. But it's showing that when people come to my page and they start scrolling through, that we are real, we're being consistent, and we're showing up every single day, okay? Again, pretty decent lighting, selfie, Facebook loves selfies. Okay, so I mentioned this, I think on our last team call, that I forget what the coach's name is now, but one of the top coaches on the National Wake Up Call she's posting, and she encourages her coaches to post 5 times a day. The first one is, for me, is my positive affirmation or my inspiring quote. The second one of the day is what you're doing right now. Like, no matter what you're doing in life, like what you're doing right now. So that was what I was doing right in that moment, right now, was getting a picture of my baby sleeping because he woke up way too early. Find it to be interesting, no matter what it is. There's something that you can always put a spin on what's going on in your life right now. And then some sort of a recipe or meal type of a post around lunchtime. And then your post-workout photo in the afternoon, and then some sort of a hook post. So whether you're sharing the coaching opportunity, inviting them into a challenge group, whatever that may be for you as your 5th post. If you are only posting once a day right now and you feel like you're struggling, that's okay. Like, I was doing 3 posts a day, and I'm just starting to do 5 a day. So, and following that schedule. So slowly integrate 1 more each day, or, you know, one more each week, or whatever is convenient for you to start posting more often. But I will tell you this, the more that you post and the more you get engagement on your posts, the more often Facebook is going to recognize that you get engagement, and they're going to send your brand in your posts in the more news feeds. So that is important to think about. If you go MIA for a couple days, Facebook is going to totally forget everything that their algorithms are going to totally forget everything that you have worked for. Okay. So this just gives you, I mean, you guys see my posts, I'm sure, from time to time, but it's, you know, they're all pretty clean photos. There's a side-by-side. I don't ever do anything more than a side-by-side. That, again, is just me personally. So I'm going to go to Katie's page, and we're just going to do a little bit of critiquing just to kind of help her out, and so you guys can see, you know, from another point of view. So I love this picture of her and her son. It has pretty good lighting. It's kind of a cool lighting effect how the sun is behind her. I would try and find a photo that shows more of your face, Katie. If you want to have your son in there, I'm not going to tell you can't have your son in your picture. It's best if you can have just a headshot of yourself. But if you're going to have him in there with you, I would maybe find one that your sunglasses aren't covering your face and that we can kind of see you a little bit more, because when people come to your page or people are following you, they want to see you. They're relating with you. So they want to see your face. I love your cover photo. It's beautiful. It leads me to believe that you want to travel or you want to go somewhere warm, that you have dreams and ambitions, and that's perfect. Okay. Looks like somebody's sharing some stuff, so that's good. When people are thinking about you and sharing stuff to your page, that means you're doing something right. So that's a good thing, Katie. So good, we got a post there. So it looks like you maybe have posted once today. I thought you posted earlier or another time than that earlier. Okay, so she's doing a quote too. And then I think I hear the pillow calling my name. So on a post like that, I would then maybe ask a question. Like, think about people, like she has 1 like, which is fine. But maybe ask a question there. Like, I think the pillow is calling my name, ... Maybe underneath that say, is anybody else feeling like that today? Or is anybody else super tired after getting back into the normal routine of things? Or ask a question, because that gets people engaging on your posts. And here's the secret, you guys. The more that people like your posts and the more that people engage on your posts, Facebook likes that. So Facebook is set up. I've been reading, if you're looking for a good book on social media and how to fully utilize all platforms. It's jab, 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 right hook. Okay, it's a super short book, but it's really good. So Facebook is based around, they don't want their followers to be spammed or to have any reason to not use Facebook anymore and to go away. So they are looking for posts that people enjoy, that either are inspiring them or that they're engaging in because they enjoy that post. So there's really no way to engage on this post particularly. So maybe asking a question, you know, like I said, is anybody else struggling to get back into the routine, or, you know, feeling tired, that sort of thing, so that you get somebody say, oh my gosh, sis, like I couldn't make it through work today, or, you know, whatever, and you get some engagement on that post, so that Facebook starts to recognize that people are engaging and they like your post, which then means they're going to start putting you into more of your friends' news feeds. I think a common misconception is if you have 500 friends, that all 500 friends of yours are going to see your post every time. Totally not even close to true. 1% is going to see that. 1%. So the more you get people to like your post, the more consistently you're posting on Facebook, and the more that they engage on your posts, the more that you're going to pop up in more than 1% of your friends' news feeds and make it worth your posting. Okay. So Katie, I know you, was she on? I can't see her. Where'd she go? Did she hang up? She's not on. Okay. I know I've seen more than this. Okay, so again, she's got a good post there as far as doing a quote to get people interested in the morning or just get their day started right. So something that has worked for me, and I know that so this is a good one. So she's sharing like the struggle, that like how cold it was, but you know, that she's still looking on getting it done, but look at all the engagement that she got on that. Like that's really, really good, because people can relate to that, because it's winter and it's cold and like nobody wants to get on a bed and do anything. So everybody can relate to that. So that's a really good post. That's the kind of stuff that we're looking for. That's funny. She's got a lot of people that share stuff to her page. So that is a good thing, and it can be a bad thing. So I would just be mindful if people share a lot of things to your page, that there's sometimes that you will maybe want to untag yourself or hide it. You can actually click this little button here, and it says, it's not going to let me on hers because it's not my page, but it says hide post or hide from timeline or whatever it is, so that, you know, if it's not something that's appropriate or branding you to what you want people to think, you can get rid of it. So, I mean, I hope that kind of gives you guys a little bit of an idea. Really think about, like, just go through your own page and just kind of look through it and be like, so, like, is this telling people that I'm into nutrition, that I'm a health and wellness coach, without being like, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, you know, I sell products? But does it tell them that, like, you're a mommy who's busy, or you're a single girl who's working her booty off and just trying to make ends meet, but you have dreams and you're pushing for your aspirations? Things like that. Like, what feel do you get when you scroll through? Do that. I do that all the time. There's times I go back through my Instagram and I just delete pictures because it was like, what was I thinking? But sometimes you have to go back through and clean things up. Okay. And that's for anybody. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you, I'm going to go ahead and stop screen share really quick, is there's Katie. The other thing I wanted to share with you as well is, in that book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, is he says, give, ask. So what that means is you're giving value. You're providing value to your followers and to your family and friends, so that when you do ask, they don't blink an eye, because they feel like they've already gained so much from you, from what you're sharing, whether it's inspiration, recipes, your journey, and just the motivation. Give, 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 ask. So think about that as you're making your post. Are you giving anything to your followers? Are you wanting them to be better? Or are you wanting them to, or is your post wanting them to want to be better? So when I read that give, 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 ask, I thought of it as share, 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 invite. So sharing, like you're just sharing your journey. You're sharing that it's freaking going to be 12 degrees out, but you still are going to get your butt up and, you know, get moving and get a move on and work towards your goals and keep on track. You might be a crazy busy mommy who has had the kids screaming all day long and you just don't know what to do with yourself other than want to rip your hair out. But you're going to go down and you're going to release that stress with your workout. And you're going to make sure that you keep on track because it keeps you being healthier and happier, right? So, Katie, I don't want you to take that critiquing at all personal. I greatly appreciate you having the balls to step up and say, hey, you can do my page. Because it does. It takes a lot of courage, you guys. She just totally put herself out there, and it's scary. And the only reason I tell you stuff like that is to help you grow. It's not to bash you or to belittle you or to make you feel bad, because seriously, go back to my page and, like, you know how you can click on like the years? Go back a year ago and look at my post. Go back 2 years ago, and it's totally different game than what I have now. It really is, because you evolve, you guys. Like, a lot of you are just starting out and you're trying to find your voice. That's okay. I did the same thing. I used to be that girl holding her shaker cup up like this. I used to make the collages that had 4 or 5 pictures and they were all, you know, letters all over them, and they had the hot pink and all those bright colors and stuff. And I wasn't getting the engagement on it. So what do? We don't give up. We have to modify and see what people, because your followers may be different than mine. That's why, like, when I was saying those 5 posts, change them up. Like, if you're a stay-at-home mom and a lot of your followers are stay-at-home moms, they're probably going to be on more during the day if the kids are at school, or, you know, the kids are taking a nap or whatever, rather than being on, you know, later in the evening after everybody's home from work and, you know, is kind of winding down for the night or whatever. You have to play around with that. You have to play around with what your friends are relating to, but still stay true to who you are, right? Don't morph into this person who is a chameleon and is trying to be what everybody else wants. Stay true to you. Just modify and improve your post as you go along and see what people are relating to, see what time of day you're getting the highest engagement, and make those your best post. You know, if at noon is your highest engagement time, then those are your hook posts, right? And then the rest of the times are going to be your share, share, share posts. So I hope that makes sense. I have taken up 45 minutes of your girls' time. Does anybody have any questions before we close up for the evening? Did that help a little bit? Yeah, good. Thank you again, Katie. I really do appreciate you letting us check that out and give some pointers and maybe see what we can, you know, all of us can improve upon and move forward. So thank you very much for that. Yeah. All right, girls. Well, nobody's speaking up, so okay. I'm going to make a post, and I would like for each of you to let me know what you think is going to be a good fit for us. Like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards the webinar, but I'm open. I'm open to trying something different, but it's very apparent that we need to do something different because the 5-day sneak peek just isn't doing it anymore. So, and that's okay. That's how things, you know, we're constantly changing and improving. So that's all right. Okay. All right, beautiful girls. Well, I'll let you get back to your evening and to your families, and I hope that you all have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.